Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 108 of Unboxing Wednesdays for comic books and other merchandise arriving in stores on Wednesday, November 21st, 2012. Richard, my good man.
Yes, sir.
Why don't we open up some boxes?
Pinky.
First up, we have from the movie Ted. Ted, the teddy bear. He's got a little sign on him that says, "Warning. This toy contains language that is not suitable for children." Well, let's just try that out, shall we?
Come here, you bastard. What I like to do to her? Some might call it dirty fuzzy.
We also have this Starfire bust. Let me reiterate that, a Starfire bust. All right, everybody. I got a little bit of a secret. I think I just found Ricky's Christmas present. Big Bang Theory mini wacky wobbler bobbleheads. Hey, what's up, man?
What
Oh,
you got there?
nothing, man, nothing. Just go back to putting up the comics. I'm just talking with my friends here about something. Hey, could you look over there for a second there, Ricky?
Hey.
Moving on to the collected editions, we have Volume 1 of Saucer County from Vertigo, Angel and Faith Volume 2, Daddy Issues. This is Volume 2 of Sonic the Hedgehog Legacy Series. This collects issues 17 to 36 of the Sonic the Hedgehog ongoing comic. The Fairest, Volume 1. The Fairest is the series that is a spin-off from Fables in which the female Fables are the star. This collects issues 1 through 7. Here's issue 1 through 8 of Blackhawks from the New 52. The f***, dude? Here is the Batman and Judge Dredd collection, a co-production of DC Comics and 2000 AD. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 25th Anniversary. This is a collection from Heavy Metal magazine. This is a collection of Kevin Eastman's favorite stories from the Mirage Comics run of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, remastered and recolored for presentation here. Marvelous Land of Oz. New in softcover we have Avengers Volume 3. Also new in softcover is Fear Itself, Hulk and Dracula. Uncanny X-Force Volume 5 in softcover. And Alpha Flight Classics, reprinting some Alpha Flight classics. Moving on to the smaller press books, we have from IDW Transformers More Than Meets the Eye, issue number 11. And here we have the variant. We also have Robots in Disguise, issue number 11. This is the regular cover for that. And the variant. Dungeons & Dragons Forgotten Realms, issue 5. And on the back of this book, we see an ad for something that talks about the magic of friendship. On its way to stores in November. Bronies, be on alert. Mike Allred's It Girl, number 4. Snake Eyes Storm Shadow, issue number 19. Sonic Universe, issue number 46. New from Image Comics, we have issue number 1 of Comeback. IDW today comes out with the UK's favorite comic book character, Judge Dredd, with many covers. Here's the first, the second, the third, here's the fourth. And this one's really cool. It's the gold badge cover. Exo Manowar number 7. And also from Valiant we have Harbinger, issue number 6. And here we have the variant. Pendleton Ward's Bravest Warriors, issue 2 hit shelves today. Here's the first cover and the second cover.
Kevin, have you been watching Bravest Warriors?
Unlike its sister series, Adventure Time, I have watched Bravest Warriors.
What do you think?
It was pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
My favorite part is where she's like, "Let's wake him up," and she pretends to, and she just slaps him in the face.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. My favorite part is how I'm going to watch Bravest Warriors, but I'm still never going to watch Adventure Time. Here is the first variant cover, and here is the next variant cover. It's actually a wrap cover. Spawn, issue number 225. We all know Spawn, for its 20th anniversary, has been lampooning classic comic book covers, and this month's issue is no exception. We've got a tribute to the Watchmen, but what makes this one a little bit more special is it's also an election issue. So on the top we have Romney wins? The hell is this? Romney didn't win. Well, to counteract that, we also have this issue here. Obama wins. I wonder if the Romney ones, because he didn't actually win, are going to be more in demand. I don't know, I'll have to wait and see how that plays out. And here's the variant for that issue, which just simply says Election 2012 up top. We've also got Mind the Gap, issue number 6, with 2 covers. Here's the first and the second. We've got Game of Thrones, issue number 11. Mark Waid and Chris Somney bring us Rocketeer, Cargo of Doom number 4. Star Wars, Agent of the Empire, Hard Targets. This is part 2 of 5. Grace Randolph, she of the Bleeding Cool YouTube channel, with her book Superbia. This is issue number 1. You know, there's some writers of comics on our channel as well, Grace Randolph. Namely, Mr. Ricky Lima, writer of Deep Sea. Don't know if you've heard of it, but you will. Spike, Season 9, Issue 4. Kiss Girls, number 6. Here's a book I'm looking forward to. What an awesome cover as well. She's like vomiting an arm with a hand attached to it. Well, arms usually have hands attached to it. This is Revival issue 5. Stellar book. Awesome stuff. Definitely pick up Revival if you haven't yet. And we've also got this. Speaking of Bleeding Cool, we've got Bleeding Cool Magazine. This is issue 1. The comic industry has been without a magazine to call its own. And Rich Johnson and the folks at Bleeding Cool are hoping to alleviate that with this magazine. It's got a Hot Comics price guide inside. We've got a face-to-face interview with Alan Moore in here. And we've got an interesting column here. The top 100 most powerful people in comics. Surely Stadium Comics is on this list. Let's take a look here, shall we? We're not in the top 5. I guess that's to be expected. Turn a few more pages here. Okay, not in the top 20. Scott Snyder's at 48. I mean, we must be at 49 or 50. Not seeing us yet. Alright, well, hey, you know, top 70 or 80, I'm cool with that as well. That's the end of the list.
No more.
We're not in the top 100? Why are we doing this show if we're not in the top 100? You know what, Ricky? It's okay, though. We're not on the top 100 most powerful people in comics, but my sources tell us that we rank pretty high in the top 100 sexiest people in comics. Am I right? Am I right? And lastly, from Image Comics, we have another new number 1 today. This is from Robert Kirkman's Skybound studio, and it is Clone. Now, Ricky and I talked about this on a previous episode of Previous Reviews, where we discussed that this was originally an idea for a television show that was then taken not into the TV format, but into the comics format by writer David Schulner and the artist Juan Jose Rip. I hope I'm saying that right. This cover here is by Charlie Adler, the Walking Dead artist. And this is the cover by the series artist Juan Jose Rip. Juan Jose something. Let's just call him JJR, alright? This is JJR's wrap cover. It's really cool. The art looks great inside. The story seems compelling and interesting. I can't wait to check it out. I'm sure Ricky and his boys from Flavorful Reviews will be taking a look at it. Okay, moving on to DC Comics, we have Young Justice number 22. Sword of Sorcery featuring Amethyst, issue number 2, also featuring the Beowulf backup story. Blue Beetle, issue number 14. Birds of Prey number 14. DC Universe presents Black Lightning and Blue Devil. Here we have Wonder Woman number 14. This is the regular cover. And here's the variant featuring Cliff Chang's pencils. Red Hood and the Outlaws number 14. Legion of Superheroes number 14. Here we have Batwoman number 14. There's the Batwoman variant cover. Green Lantern Guardians number 14. Green Lantern variant cover. Supergirl issue number 14. Nightwing number 14, not a Death of the Family tie-in. And here's Catwoman number 14, which is a Death of the Family tie-in. And here's Justice League number 14. You know, looking at this cover by Tony Daniel, I'm reminded of a really funny post I saw on Reddit last week. Here we have the Justice League variant cover. And here's the Justice League 1 in 100 variant cover. I just want to say we are going to be putting up a bunch of really rare variant covers this week on our eBay page, so you'd be wanting to check that out through the week to see what we've put up. Not only stuff like Justice League number 14, but some Marvel Now number 1 books, and some of the stuff we're going to show you a little later. Moving on to Marvel. Big week for Marvel. And I'm not just talking about the Marvel Now stuff. There's a big plot twist in one of the other books. But first we have this second printing of Red She-Hulk number 58. We've got Captain Marvel number 7. Astonishing X-Men number 56. Ultimate Spider-Man number 17. Avengers number 34. Journey into Mystery takes the jump into Marvel now, and we've got a new star, the Lady Sif. Here is the Phil Noto Journey into Mystery variant cover. X-Factor number 247. Ultimate X-Men number 18.1. Uncanny X-Force number 34. Wolverine and the X-Men number 21. Wolverine number 316. Here we have Dark Avengers number 183. Hawkeye number 4. Remember VHS tapes? Daredevil issue number 20. We've got a second printing of Minimum Carnage Alpha. And we have the one-shot that wraps up the Minimum Carnage series. It is Minimum Carnage Omega. Deadpool reaches issue number 2. Yes, issue number 1 only came out a couple weeks ago. They are shipping 2 of these this month. Another awesome cover. We've got an elephant holding a gun to Deadpool. How awesome is that? And here is the Deadpool number 2 variant cover. I believe this is a 1 in 50. We've also got issue 2 of Iron Man. Then this is the 1 in 25 design variant and the 1 in 50 Greg Land variant. And we've got a new number 1 today in Indestructible Hulk number 1. It's a Marvel Now book. It's by Mark Waid and Lionel Yu. Here is the Scotty Young Baby variant. Here's the Lionel Yu design variant. A 1 in 50 Walt Simonson variant. A 1 in 100 Joe Quesada variant. And the 1 in 150 Joe Quesada sketch variant. There was supposed to be a Hulk blank cover that we were going to show you today, but due to an error on the part of our supplier, stores will be without that blank variant until next week. And we also have a new number 1 in the form of Captain America number 1, and it's a Marvel Now book as well. It's written by Rick Remender and illustrated by John Romita Jr. And actually, I had a chance to read this at the New York Comic Con. There was a retailer exclusive variant that we picked up. You don't have to know a ton about the character going into it, and it's definitely tailored towards new readers, but also people that have been reading Captain America for a long time as well. Here's the Captain America blank variant, the Captain America design variant. I think these design variants are really cool, and some of the best variants I've seen in a while. Just, you know, they're different, and not what we would traditionally see from variants. The Scotty Young Baby variant, everybody loves these. This is the 1 in 50 variant, the Joe Quesada 1 in 100 variant, and the Joe Quesada 1 in 150 variant. And the last book I want to show you from Marvel this week is this one right here. Amazing Spider-Man issue 698. Now, Dan Slott told us months ago, he said to all comic book retailers that you have not ordered enough of Amazing Spider-Man issue number 698. It's going to be huge. And he was right. This has a huge plot twist in it that really kicks off the beginning of this story arc that sees the end of the Amazing Spider-Man run at issue number 700. Of course, Dr. Octopus is involved, and I'm not going to ruin it for anybody here who hasn't read it yet. Definitely run out to your shop and pick one of these up if you can. We're told that it's going to be in pretty short supply on Wednesday. Speculators are going to be out in shops trying to pick these up, and we'll have to see how it goes. We'll have to see what's left at the end of the day on Wednesday. We ordered a ton of them here, so if your local shop ran out of them, you can always try picking one up here at Stadium. If you haven't read Spider-Man in a while, Dan Slott set it up in this book so that it's very accommodating to new readers. It basically spends the first little bit of it talking about what Peter Parker's been up to since you last picked up the book in the 90s, pretty much. And then from there, it just gets a little crazy. So pick it up. And here we have the 1 in 25 variant to number 698. Just a reminder that most of the titles that we showed you today are available the same day as print from our digital storefront on stadiumcomics.com. We've partnered with Comixology to bring you some of the best publishers in digital form. Just head over to stadiumcomics.com and go to the right-hand side of the screen. You'll see our links there for our DC Comics store and our store for all other publishers. Now, I'm told that there is going to be a Black Friday sale through our digital storefront that starts on November 23rd and runs through to November 26th. There's going to be some awesome deals on digital comics there. And there'll also be a Cyber Monday sale on Monday, November 26th, which will see up to 80% off taken on some of the hottest comics out there. So you definitely want to come over to our website, stadiumcomics.com, and check our digital stores on those days. We prefer you buy print comics, but if you are going to buy digital, you might as well buy them from us. It helps us pay for things such as Ricky's awesome Dragon Lair t-shirt.
Even though I paid for this, Kevin.
With money that we paid you with. Last week we wanted to know which of the two big books from that week, Batman number 14 or All New X-Men, were you looking forward to most? The winner we chose was Ben's Comics, who says, I would choose All New X-Men number 1 because seeing the original X-Men in the hands of more contemporary and great talents like Bendis and, of course, eminent Canadian, is great. This is an opportunity to reshape and refashion the X-Men in the classic and original way that Stan Lee and Jack Kirby initially created. We can't go wrong with this one. Of course, Batman number 14, it's also a win-win situation. So thank you, Ben's Comics. If you could contact us via private message with your address, we'll get that book out to you as soon as possible. I also want to give a special shout out to a few users out there, particularly This Vids Are For You, who was the first to point out that at 8 minutes and 55 seconds of our last week's video, there was an amazing sight on our broadcast, and that was Ricky Lima's butt crack.
That was a gift to all of you. I know there's some people out there who was touching themselves tonight. A little bit of this, a little bit
Whoa,
of that.
whoa. Right. For this week's contest, we are going to give away a copy of Amazing Spider-Man issue 698. And what we want you to do is give us your best fake spoiler for this issue. What is the big reveal in Amazing Spider-Man issue 698? Best answer from the week will win the prize, which is this copy of Amazing Spider-Man.
My fake spoiler, Peter Parker is actually Peter Barker, and he's Bob Barker's son.
Oh, nice.
I'll try.
My favorite fake spoiler is Dr. Octopus is actually going to be revived just before he dies through some very intense CPR from none other than Rob Sinnott, mouth to mouth. Like, it happens for like 10 pages. It's just 10 pages of Rob and Doc Ock, mouth to mouth. It's crazy. All right, everybody, that is it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to watch all the other awesome shows on our channel. There's great stuff on there. Stuff like Ricky Shows, stuff like Previews Reviews, and all kinds of other cool things. Remember that you can connect with us on any of the websites you see listed here on the screen, and we'll see you all next time for episode 109 of Unboxing Wednesdays. Take care, everybody, and enjoy your comics.